August 2, 2013. Street: Michael's Abbey, El Toro, California, at 1:00 p.m. Message from Street: Michael the Archangel. Behold! The hour of change is now upon you. Citizens of the world, be aware that the sins of humanity can no longer be tolerated by the Father in heaven. It is time then for the changes to take place, changes that will result in a global transformation of all living souls upon the face of the earth. These changes will be incomprehensible to you, unless you understand the plan of the Father in heaven for all of you. The changes will be incomprehensible, because you will say, how can such misery and misfortune lead to a better place here on the face of the earth? The changes are necessary to strip you of your creature comforts that have enabled you to ignore your Father in heaven. Even the best and holiest among you have been rigorously pursuing the accumulation of material possessions, while ignoring the presence of the Father in heaven, the Son and Redeemer, and your Heavenly Mother, who have been protecting you and guiding you throughout your lives, although most of you have spent very little time even recognizing the importance of your acknowledging God in your daily affairs. So, many of you have turned to trivial pursuits in your quests for wealth and material possessions. Now, your Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, is becoming increasingly more recognizable in your lives, for you are being prepared for the great events that are yet to come. Many of you have been preparing for these times ahead, yet many of you only half believe in the truths of your faith. Now is the time for you to set aside your daily affairs and experience the love of the Father in heaven in a very real way. You must be aware that the great events are imminent and that the darkest of events are being orchestrated on your level by dark forces with draconian energies that are designed to create a toxicity within your minds to blind you to the reality that the Father has also prepared a place for you in a new heaven and a new earth. The time has come for the warriors, who are God's chosen ones, to make a stand against the dark forces that have permeated the earth for 1000s of years. These are the times when you must don your armor of protection to get through the troubling times ahead. Know this, that the enemies of the Father in heaven are preparing themselves for battle with you, so you must be likewise prepared. Watch your leaders and politicians carefully now. Watch for the minions of the Evil One, who are attempting to control and dominate all of the peoples of the earth through their control of the banks, your natural resources, your food sources, your educational systems and institutions, and your churches and schools. The stooges, who are the minions of the Evil One, have been planning and practicing for years to overthrow the governments of the world, to institute a new world order of global slavery, and to enforce rules upon you that are intended to enslave you. You see the fruits of their evil works in their implementation of a draconian healthcare system designed to enrich the minions of the Evil One, while attempting to control all of you. The deceivers are now planning to enslave and control the entire world by introducing their form of healthcare in the richest of nations, as an example to the poorest of nations. When they have fully implemented their control over all of you by controlling your healthcare, they will be introducing the system of microchipping all of the inhabitants of the earth by requiring you to take this implanted chip in order to receive healthcare. The chips will then be used to mark those who are scheduled for extermination and death as they begin to cull down the population of human inhabitants, as if you are all cattle or expendable, and to these minions of the Evil One, each and every one of you is expendable, unless you serve a useful purpose in their draconian future world. But that will never happen, because the Father in heaven commands otherwise. And every last minion who has cast their lot with the Evil One will face eternal damnation because of their sins against humanity. So be it. Now that you are aware of their plans, it is necessary for those of you who have the inspiration and the mission to expose these minions that you do so vigorously. The minions of evil must be exposed and put on display for the rest of you to know who your enemy really is. The New World Order puppets have been getting away literally with murder, because they hide behind their banks, their corporations, and their institutions of so-called higher learning. These New World Order puppets are men who wear three-piece suits and women in business attire, so that they can disguise that they are themselves implanted with the horns and tails of the Evil One. Yet, they slither about among you, as if they are of a privileged class that looks down upon the true brothers and sisters of the Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, who is now working among you and inspiring many of you to expose these dangerous and criminal elements of your society, who are lurking about in the shadows attempting to manipulate and control the rest of you, who are the true believers in the Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. The minions of evil will not get away with their evil plans. As a matter of fact, they will never see their plans implemented, because the Father in heaven has intervened to speak to all of his children. What you must do today is to prepare for the rocky road ahead through prayer and meditation, through prayer to call out to God, and through meditation to hear his soft interior voice guiding you in the direction that is your destiny. You should no longer spend time involved in a political system that is designed to wear you down and destroy you. Recognize that the end is near for those who have chosen to interfere with God's plan for you. Stick with the true winner in these end times. He is your one and only Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, who is here to guide you along the journey back to your true home in the heavenly realms. Message ended 1:11 p.m. Street. Michael the Archangel.